Welcome to the Artist Recreates the World. She threw her book away. She getting ready to hit y'all.
Yeah.
Welcome to the Artist Recreates the World. I'm with Gail Campbell.
Hey.
Miss the energetic one with flavor and power and might. Yeah, so I was just telling you.
And y'all, we not married. Me and Gary aren't married.
Oh yeah, they probably say they cousins or yeah. Right?
We're not related.
Yeah, I haven't got that question yet. Yes, so I was just telling you, I saw you last year at Positive Music Matters. That's the name of it? Positive Music Matters? And I think I was tired that night, but that energy that you was coming across, and I was like, okay, this one right here is very interesting. I remember hearing Tina Turner, the style. Yeah, I just heard a lot of Tina in what you were doing. And I was like, wow, okay. And then this year I've just seen a lot of you, like all around performing and watch you on Facebook and on the internet. And wanted to have you come in and chop it up and let people know about like who you are. And
well, thank you. I'm a fan of your work, and I see all the dope people that you always have. So
that's cool.
I'm nice to be added to the catalog.
Yeah, you're added to the series. I'm so grateful. I love personalities, varying personalities, to bring their energy, because I learn, and then other people get to learn, because this is a learning tool. We take the technology, and it's a learning tool. If you want to know about artists in the area, if you want to know more about art and how people go through their stuff.
Well, I'm telling you, just watching you. I mean, I'm a Northite, Northker, and
Northker.
Yeah, but you know, watching you, it like fills me with so much pride with being from this area.
Cool. That's
and because you do show people that we're in a renaissance, that there's a real serious art movement going on.
Wow, that's cool.
And it makes me proud to be a part of it.
That's cool.
You help me, like you and others who really advocate for the arts, kind of just bring that to light, because some of us are just in it. We don't really get to see how dope it really is and how it's different from other places. Like we're in a really exciting time right now in New York. That's
well put. Yeah, there's a uniqueness that you can't always put in words. So we need this platform. We need other platforms at various formats for people to pull other artists, have them speak, have them talk. We need to hear ourselves. We need to build more confidence in ourselves. There are other people that sing. There are other people that write. Because we need the books. We need the songs. We need the painting. We need all the art to infiltrate our society, our culture. And it needs to be stamped with our own kind of flavor. So that's what we're doing. So when I say I hear Tina, but I only hear Tina because that's one of your influences. But you're slowly shaping your particular music into
I don't know
Gail
if Tina
Campbell
Turner was one of my influences. I always...
I said I hear Tina Turner. Somebody else might hear something else.
Oh, I've heard that a lot of times. I do hear Tina Turner. When people brought it to my attention, I was like, yeah, I do. But Tina, I've always just admired her just because of who she is and the powerhouse that she is. But like my major influences have been like Mavis Staples.
Oh, Mavis, Gut Bucket. That's you. Yeah,
Janis Joplin.
Ooh, Janis. Janis.
Of course, Aretha Franklin.
Janis, you have that feel. You have that energy, that feel where you can feel the not only energy but a particular emotion you can feel.
Yeah.
And I think that's what I felt personally.
Yeah, I loved her. Like when I first discovered her so many years ago, I was like, oh. And Mahalia Jackson and Ella Fitzgerald. But
Quite a mix there.
Yeah, I just those women blew me away. Now, it's funny because I didn't really think much about Tina Turner. I think over this year, when people kept on comparing me to her and said, "Oh, you sound like a Tina, heavily influenced," I'm like, well, that's dope. That's dope. But let me tell you something about the whole Tina Turner thing. So I had always had a lot of insecurities about coming back into the music industry, seasoned. And I remember one day driving in my car, just thinking about this journey I was on, and God said, let's me not, you always get compared to Tina Turner. She was 42 when she came back on the scene and killed it. So don't you start thinking that
huh?
Yeah, God was telling me, listen, I'm the author of time.
Right.
So you don't have to worry about anything. If I touch it, that's all it is to it. So, get them legs in shape, because you on a Tina journey.
That's serious. Talk about how you navigate between your belief and secular music. Because most of us, did y'all hear that grunt? It's gonna get good right up in here. We gonna help somebody today.
Well, I tell you one thing. I wrestled with that for so many years because when I knew that I had a calling on my life, and I also knew what I liked, I also knew, how I felt, how I expressed myself, not just musically, but in my expression and everything that I do. It didn't look like what is atypical, typical for the church. So I wrestled with myself for a long time. I kept on asking God, you sure you're talking to me? You sure you're talking to me? But you know me. You know I'm not a goody. You know me. But
I'll fit in that square.
yeah, like I don't, I walk in the church, people look at me like, okay, what is this? Until I open my mouth, and then they're like, okay. But yeah, I kept asking. I asked for years. Over and over again, because the reason why it concerned me so much is because I did not want my life to be displeasing to God. I did not want to be a poor representation for Him. And so I asked over and over again, and He kept on telling me over and over again, yes. And I'm not asking you to change who you are with regard to how you express yourself. I'm still shaping you and molding you, but in essence, I chose you because I chose you. If I wanted that, I would have chose that. So I finally just said, okay, and I'm not going to worry about what people have to say. People who know me, they know me. And, they know the kind of person I am. They know what my beliefs are, and I try to live in a certain way. And of course, I don't always hit the mark.
But I
I'm
think,
so flawed.
That hit the mark is a Greek term. If I pronounce it correctly, it's hamartiality. And I believe what it means in the Greek, it's like sin is not, and I know we get it wrong. Sin is not about a right or wrong. Sin has never been a right and wrong in African belief systems. Sin is about the bow and arrow, and the archer takes the bow and arrow, and he aims for the middle of the mark, and he misses it. And so the idea of sin is really not good and bad. It's just working toward how we should live,
Right.
how we should be, how we should coexist with nature.
Working toward that full evolution of who we are as human beings.
Well put.
Because Paul says, I press toward the mark. So he never said, I get to the mark.
Right.
He says, I press toward the mark.
Right.
So it's all about that journey into being who we were created to be. And we're all evolving every day.
Now, the problem I believe that we have is that in the past, teachers and preachers have not made that clarification because we don't merge with the practicality of life. We're more there's a rigidity where there's the good and the bad. So, and I'm saying that because in terms of the music, we were always told that there was this secular music. Did we get cut off or something? I think my joint moved. Yeah, cut off. Just moved. See, our heads got cut off.
Oh, our heads got cut off.
It's right here. Science. Okay, it's okay. Yeah, so our heads got cut off. Yeah, we need more of you. So, what I am attempting to say is that when we are taught, we need to be taught that the practicality of the gospel, the word of truth, should allow you to be free and open to know that you can sing any type of music because it's not a secular music, it's a music that relates to a part of life.
And I think that as an artist, you know, art is all about self-expression.
Yes.
So it doesn't matter, you know, if I'm singing, because like what my art is a manifestation of what's going on in here.
That's right.
So, you know, if so I can sing certain things, but it's not really about what I'm singing. It's about, you know, why. You know what I mean? Why? That's the root. Like, what's going on in my head? Am I, you know, am I depressed?
And intention.
Right.
There's energy within the intention.
Right.
And that's what I feel like in the past there was that separation of a sacred song. The sacred song is a song that we speak to God that has the correct lyrics. But what you're saying is that no, yes, we honor the sacred song, but we have to also honor the human experience. And in the human experience, all my emotions are manifest.
But I think
not just to God,
right,
but to all of life.
Well, I think that God wanted us to always get that.
Oh yeah,
but
I agree.
Humans,
yes.
Because in our quest to be so good and pious,
right.
You know, we take things into our own hands, and we start putting mandates on ourselves. But if we look in the Bible and we look at David and all of those psalms, which were songs, he went through the whole human experience. He talked about hatred. He talked about depression. He talked about just everything that he felt. So that was one of the things that always was confirmation to me that, you know, all art does not have to always express, you know, my love for God. It can express what I'm feeling. It can express that I'm in love with someone. It can express that I'm feeling some kind of way.
It can express that I hate somebody.
It can well, if you listen to my album, you see that it was some of that on there.
Bloody Waters, baby.
Yeah. So and I always think about I know that music is very powerful, and that's why people look at us with such a critical eye. But the church does not look at painters that way, where you gotta watch what you paint, we don't look at authors that way. You gotta watch what you write. You gotta watch it. But something about, because music is so powerful and it reaches so many people. People are like, you got a very powerful weapon. You got a very powerful tool. So let's be responsible in how you use it. And that is valid, because we do know people who have that gift to be able to open their mouth and see change happen in front of their eyes. And it's like a gun out of control.
Yeah, well, they call it changing the atmosphere.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So we, I sing a song from a hurt place and I watch people cry. I sing a song from a joyous place, I watch people rejoice. We also know, that people, especially rappers, made songs that really changed the culture of a whole people and changed the mind, the whole consciousness of a whole community for generation. So I don't want to be irresponsible with my gift. I know it's powerful, but if I start to sing songs that are just like, okay, that's a sign of something that's going on here. So let's not focus on the music. Let's get to that heart condition. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Let's get to that heart condition, because it's crying out for something.
How what could you offer to other artists to help them improve? How can they become? And I know that's broad, but how? I mean, you could just give me a general statement. What do you see that you believe that?
Well, first of all, I don't want to come across as that I'm the kind of artist. Should I turn it off, or are we good?
No.
That I'm the kind of, that I'm so, I can give lessons on how to be a better artist.
No, not in this forum. In this forum, we just chopping it up. We're just chopping it up. Just give him a little bit. Don't hit him upside the head. But don't hit him. Just chop him a little bit.
I'll just say what I've learned. What I've learned is honest. It takes courage to be honest, but some of your best work will come out of that vulnerable, fearful place. And you have to be brave enough as an artist to go ahead and express it. It may feel uncomfortable, you may feel vulnerable, you may feel exposed, but it will be your best art, and it will have the strongest impact on society.
See her cooking it right? That's the end of the interview. That's my clip. I'm going home and cut this up and put it right on IG. That's it, girl.
Yeah.
That's it. No doubt. It's the courage. It's the courage to do the type of art. And that's what we need in this country, we need in this world, we need in this city. We need the courage to do the art that's in our belly. The art that intuition is calling us to do. Don't hit me. No, but that's it. I'm serious. And me included. We got a lot of punks out here. Whether you want to call it God speaking to you, whether you want to call it your intuition, whether you want to call it spirit, call it anything you want. You're being urged. And this is when we like the preacher. Get up in the camera. You're being urged. Come.
Listen.
No, but it's serious business. Because we need the collective. Mm-hmm. I see it as the collective. We need those people to come so we can energize each other and create the change that needs to happen.
I just learned that with this album. And I remember sitting down writing some of the songs and stopping and saying, I can't do this. This is, I want people, I like that people will look at me like this strong woman. I don't want to shatter that. My ego wants that. But I'm about to really show them how broken I am with this song. I'm about to really show them how vulnerable I am with this song. God, I don't want to do that. But God was saying, be brave. Do it. Do it. Do it.
You don't have me speaking in tongues. Anyway, I'm done. We had enough of Gail because she gonna have church. She may take out a sermon. You're gonna have to take out your hats and pass the offering plate.
Yeah, I
Here
need
you
an
go.
offering.
No, you want an honorarium. You want the offering. Offering's a little. You want an honorarium.
Yeah, I want one of those. I want an honorarium.
Yeah, you want an honorarium. Those are a couple grand. Be like offerings. It could be.
You don't know what you're gonna
depends
get.
on how close you get to a payday and how good the sermon was.
Yeah.
Let me be quiet. Gail, thank you so much. Do you have anything else to add? Oh, tell them about where they can find your album at.
My album is on all the major music outlets. I have hard copies. If you hit me on social media, I will send you one autographed if you like. And yeah, so the album is out there. It's produced by Stanley Ipkiss, who is my musical soulmate. He's so dope. And yeah, it's out there and people are loving it, and experience it for yourself and hit me up and let me know how you feel about it. And you can find me on Facebook, Gail Campbell, Instagram, Gail_Campbell01, Twitter, Bloody Waters GC. And yeah, that's it. Thank you for having me, Gary. My father's name is Gary, my last name is Campbell, so that's so funny to me.
Peace to your soul. I appreciate the work and energizing us. And we just look for more doors to be open for you, you know. And
I receive.
you know, that's what's up. And just drop that love on them, whether it be however it comes out. You know what you have to do. And thanks for coming at the last minute.
Yeah, well, I was home
appreciate
and I
that.
said, this is my opportunity to be on Gary Campbell Show. I'm coming.
We love that. We out, yo. I'm so tired. I don't even know what I do at the end. I think I said peace.
Peace.
Peace. Very good. Very good.